Who knew this last summer of mine would be full of both experiences and challenges I never thought possible? Definitely not me. Looking back, it's unbelievable the opportunities that I experienced as a traveler through South America to Ecuador, the Galapagos Islands, Lima, Peru, and Machu Picchu. Some of the highlights of my trip were hiking to the top of a volcanic caldera, biking across San Cristobal Island, basking in the sun with sea lions, snorkeling with sharks and sea turtles, exploring lava tunnels, sampling unusual cuisine, and investigating ancient ruins. As a teacher, another highlight of my travels was meeting students and observing their classrooms. The sheer number and variety of wildlife both on land and in the water of Galapagos is quite remarkable. Because of the island's isolation and remoteness, many of these species are found only in the Galapagos and have not changed much since prehistoric times. The Galapagos' famous marine iguanas, albatross, and giant tortoises continue to amaze scientists and delight us tourists. However, the demands of more than 160,000 tourists each year threaten this irreplaceable ecosystem and the people who depend on it for their food and livelihoods. The most challenging part of my trip that I encountered was preparing myself both emotionally and physically for a trek through the Lares Valley. It is home of many traditional weavers and farmers. The indigenous people of this area speak Quechua and Spanish. Along the hike, we came across many children, oftentimes walking over an hour to get to their school. All of the children were much faster than us, often running back to their small villages to invite more children to come meet us, knowing we had bread and fruit for them. These treats are only available from visitors such as us, as the nearest larger village is over 5 hours bus ride away. The Lares passes through approximately 8 different ecological zones within the Andes, including alpine tundra and cloud forests, so the weather and subsequent clothing requirements change several times each hour. It wasn't the most pleasant experience to be tent camping in 5-degree weather, waking up to snow on the outside of our tent. Our 26-mile trek reached its literal peak, Ipasecocha, at 15,000 feet above sea level, where it was hard to breathe and our fingers swelled from the altitude. On the last morning, we left for Machu Picchu at 4 a.m. and made it to the ruins to watch the sunrise. What began as a quest for some mountain air and solitude ended with a deepened gratitude for humanity's timeless eye for beauty and the power of a place to bring people together, even hundreds of years after those who conceived it had gone. The sights were unlike anything I'd ever seen. The vast amount of mountains were endless, and it made me wonder about the great civilization that once thrived at these locations. I pushed myself both physically and emotionally. I learned the importance of taking a step back, being patient, and being proactive. Fortunately, I was born in a country with opportunity. I have an incredibly supportive family, and I've surrounded myself with friends who share my dreams and are encouraging. Not everyone has that. Traveling this summer and seeing people in all sorts of circumstances makes me appreciate my freedom more and more. I don't think people can truly appreciate what they have until they travel somewhere and are faced with abject poverty or to a place where people don't have the same freedoms we are blessed with back home. That is where I consider myself lucky, and I don't think I would have ever come to that realization without traveling far and wide. I came across this motto placed among the taxis I came across in South America. It means, love the place you live. It is true. The people I met do love where they live, and they are more than eager to share it with us. But as a group, we discussed how we actually felt guilty for being tourists. It is important for us to realize the impact of our tourism, and although it may fulfill our dreams of exploring, it results in a definite impact on the nature, culture, and the very environments we longed to see in their original states. I cannot express how thankful I am for this opportunity that you have provided me to travel, and to find a deeper sense of gratitude and a broader view of our world.